Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the fourth session on getting familiar with Oracle database, the basics, right? So from Oracle channel and the Technology Innovation Hub. So this is going to be the fourth session. Right? So let me share the screen and we'll right away start. Right. Right. So we have been discussing this document. Actually, we are still in the competency level 1 document. Let's try to finish this off in this session. Okay, so startup command, right? So let's go back to our environment. Yeah. Yeah, so we checked our database name and all, right? And at the moment, our database is up actually, right? So what is this? Saying jokes, right? So at the moment, database is up, right? So I mean, before checking the startup, now we can't be restarting is already up, but you can restart it. You can like start up pause as a different command. But let me do a graceful shutdown. Not a graceful, immediate shutdown, right? Shutdown. Let's use the shut command, right? Shut immediate, right? Okay, so let it shut down. And after that, I just want to show the startup command because the document is telling you just to watch the startup. Still, we are not understanding details what's happening with Oracle database startup. So that's a separate session. We have a great detail session on those about architectural explanations and not. Anyway, it's a quick shutdown, right? So let's, we can see just if you watch it, it just closes first and does something called dismounting and the instance is down. When you start up, it will go in the opposite direction. When you start the instance, then it will mount it, then it will open. Right? Okay. Just watch it. Right? Start up command. And I'm starting the ORCL because I have already said the SID in my session earlier. Right? I didn't change the SID. Right? So you can see that the startup command, the very first thing is right in the opposite. So shut down the instance, but the starting, very first thing, start the instance. Then the second step, mount. Then the last one, it will go to open. Here is closed as the very first, but is opposite direction. Now it is open. So that's the way the Oracle startup process is going on. Very first thing is instance, right? Then it gives you some variables within the instance. There are caches, right? Papa cache, redo papa, the library cache, and like there are various caches. So and it gives you those information a little bit. And after that is a mounted. We learn what is mounted later. That is, this opens the control file and it will open the database. That means as per the description in the control file, it will take the file names for the rest of the database file. That means log files and database files. So it will check those availability of those things. If everything is available in the relevant path, in it is accessible, readable, then it will get open nicely. So those are the steps, right? But I just very briefly mentioned we need to get into more details about this process, right? For the time being, just get an idea what is a startup and what are the steps. 3 steps: instance, mount, and open, right? So that is what the document says. You can see Oracle database start at 3 stages: instance, start, mount, and open, right? More detail in activity 2. Yeah, that's coming sessions are there, right? So activity 2 are the upcoming guides, right? Now let's run the ps command. Yeah. We ran this one, and now it's almost ps minus es grep. We ran this one. You know what is doing by that, right? And it is telling the process monitor and all that will next test the database status and the name. That's also we have done now. Status we know, right? We ran the status command and we got the name, and I think we got 4 methods to get the name, 5 methods actually, right? And status is open, right? That we knew last session we did that. All right, we are coming back to the version, right? I think in the previous second video I explained, I just told you about this. So let's take a look at a little details about the Oracle database version. As I mentioned, there are 5 DBs per version, right? Yeah. I think it's better I mention this one as well, right? With the versions, even though the document doesn't say about it, let me add that part. Let let's check the version. It's like this. Now, if we take a look at the history of Oracle databases, right? Okay, let's say we go back to Oracle 7. So Oracle 7 has been there, and 8 has been there. Oracle version 7, 8, and we are going to, after that 8, it came 8i. The letter I stand for internet actually here. Internet. The major technology behind the database denoted by the letter. That's how it goes. The major technology behind the database denoted by the letter. 8i means internet, right? And after that, what happened? 9, right? Then suddenly in 10, there's a G, right? So G stand for, again, the technology got changed. That is grid, right? Grid technology. This is where the virtualization and everything came in, right? Grid technology, right? Even now it is there, but almost now it's a bit outdated kind of, right? 11G also there. Then what happened? In 12, again they changed the letter C. This is for cloud. Now this is what continues, right? 11, 12C. Then you had, after that, they did another change, right? What is it then? Right after 12, no 13, no 14, came 18C, right? What's the reason? Why it is 18C? Because from 18 version, they align the release with the year. That is what they did. 2018, right? Then came 19C, right? Then came 19C, right? So now 20C, and now 21C, the latest. With the year it goes now. With the year, the latest version comes, right? And again, you can see because of this jump, for example, now 12, I can say 12.2.0.2, this is equal to 18C. So likewise, there are things we will learn it later, right? This is equal to 18C, kind of. Those are things are there, right? Because this was a big jump here. They aligned with the year. So this is a little history. What is the letter behind Oracle database, and why the letter is there, right? So now it's all about cloud, right? Cloud and multi-tenant architecture, right? So, and again, I need to tell that one also initially. Now these explanations, what I am doing under Oracle basics, right? So getting familiar with Oracle database, we are heading for the traditional architecture, right? First, we have to learn the traditional architecture. That is a non-multi-tenancy architecture. Because in industry, worldwide and South Asia, Asia, Europe, still the non-multi-tenancy architecture, still people, I mean, customers are having the production. So we need to learn the non-multi-tenancy architecture, that is not the CDB, PDB, because we have to do a lot of migrations, right? So to do the migration, we need to know both architectures. So initially we will learn about the non-multi-tenancy, then we go for the multi-tenancy architecture, the pluggable container-based and pluggable database architecture. Right, so that is the way it's going to be. So that is about the version. Then if you drill down further, right, if you drill down further, then you get more detail about this number. That's why each version we have 5 digits. You can see, that's why I select star from builder version, select banner from builder version. There are different ways to get the version details. You can say select star from product component version, right? So I can just type those commands here. You can just run select banner from builder version. Okay. So you can see there are 5 digits, 12.2.0.1.0. So that's how Oracle database releases are coming in, right? And each carries a meaning. That's a meaning. That's why I have given here. And I have given the reference also. If you click here, it will take you to the relevant page where those version information is. You can see 12.2 database upgrade, whatever, right? It doesn't matter, right? I just want to show you this details, right? So it is explained. We'll explain about this digits, first number, second number. Of course, it is there. First numeral number, Oracle database major release. I told you this one prior to the previous video, right? For example, 11G, 12G. First number is about the major release. Then I have the maintenance release number. Maintenance release number, that is point 0.1. Point 1, point 2, it goes like that. Likewise, the second numeral, fourth numeral, database patch release, that is they are talking about this one, fourth one. Fifth one, patch release site in the interim patches. Initial release. For example, general release, initial release, no patch, right? 12.201, because that's the very first base release. We are telling this one as a base release, right? Kernel patch or patch update, PSU patch, right? Patch set update, PSU patch. Yeah, so that's what the last digit is. So don't worry about the patches and all, we'll learn it later. I just want to, for the time being, as a beginner, I just want you to show you there are 5 digits and each digit there's a meaning. Don't worry about these PSU patches, critical patches, bundle patches, we'll learn it later, right? There are a lot to learn before that, right? And the middle one is the middle layer, it is application server, because Oracle has this middle layer, Fusion middle layer, Fusion apps, so now with cloud we have NetApps, right? So likewise, so that's this number. So that's why there's a meaning for each and every letter behind it, right? So the document also explains the same. You can see that, right? So, and I have given that one here. And database version digits, right? So, yeah. Okay, right. I think with that, I think we are done with the document, right? Okay, so we have completed the first document. Right. Okay. I hope we'll go to the next video with the other document, right? And any questions you can post, right? And again, answer the questionnaires. I'll be putting the questionnaires at the end of the video, right? Any questions on the questionnaires as well? You can put it in the comment. Right. Right. So hope you are enjoying the videos and learning a lot, right? So if you like the video, you can subscribe to it. So I'll meet you soon again, right? Okay. Right. Have a nice day. Right? Bye.